In a lush, vibrant forest, there lived many different animals, but among them was a peacock whose beauty stood out like no other. His feathers were a brilliant display of color emerald greens, sapphire blues, and golden yellows. Every time he spread his tail, it looked like a shimmering fan of jewels. The peacock was proud of his magnificent plumage, and he reveled in the attention he received from the other animals. Every day, he would stand on the highest hill in the forest, unfurling his feathers and flaunting their dazzling beauty. He would strut around and boast, "Look at me. No one has feathers as beautiful as mine. I am the most splendid creature in the entire forest." One day, while the peacock was preening himself and admiring his colorful tail, he came across a wise old owl perched on a low branch of a nearby tree. The owl's feathers were not as vibrant, but they were soft and calm, and his eyes shone with wisdom. The peacock, ever the show-off, couldn't he help but boast again. "Look at me, my feathers are the brightest in the forest," he said, puffing out his chest. "I am more magnificent than you could ever be with your dull feathers." The owl calmly looked down at the peacock and replied, "It is true that your feathers are beautiful, but beauty is not the only thing that matters. True value comes from within, from wisdom and character." The peacock, proud and dismissive, didn't he take the owl's words to heart. "What do you know?" he scoffed. "Look at these feathers. I have everything I need. No one can compare to me." But a few days later, a violent storm swept through the forest. The trees shook violently, and the wind howled like a wild beast. The animals, sensing the danger, ran for shelter. The peacock, too, searched for a safe place, but as he tried to take cover, the fierce winds tore through his beautiful feathers, causing them to become disheveled and tangled. He could barely shield himself from the storm's rage. Meanwhile, the wise owl had already flown to a sturdy tree, where he found a secure, sheltered spot. Calm and composed, the owl waited out the storm while the peacock struggled against the winds. When the storm finally passed, the peacock, battered and windblown, found the owl sitting peacefully in the quiet after the storm. "How did you remain so calm?" the peacock asked, his feathers now in disarray. "Why wasn't the storm a problem for you?" The owl looked at him kindly and said, "Beauty can attract attention, but it is wisdom and inner strength that will see you through life as challenges. A brilliant exterior might win admiration, but only wisdom can keep you steady in times of trouble." From that day forward, the peacock understood that his dazzling feathers were not enough to protect him from life as storms. He learned that wisdom and inner peace were far more valuable than any outward, moral external beauty may attract attention, but true value lies in wisdom, humility, and strength of character.